Are we good? I know we're good. I always play this trick. It's a bad trick. But hi, hello everybody. It's me, Sun Tsunami, and we're back. Yes, I know. It's been a few days. I'm a little bit better with my consistency. It's still kind of bad, but I'm doing what I can. All right. So the reason why we're here today, must confess something. I am a redditor. I'm pretty sure I said this in the last video, but I go on Reddit frequent. I'm on social media, I'm a lurker, I'm one of those types. So I do have a lot of content that I see, and there's a lot of content I react to on a daily basis. So I'm thinking, let's try to react to it on a video format. Let's just try it, let's see what we can do. So that's what I'm gonna do today. We are going to talk about a video I stumbled upon today on there was an attempt Reddit. This was a weird video. I mean, I guess expected, but the title of this video is to pretend to not be racist on national TV. So you gotta assume a few things based off of the title, but to give you some context, this is a show called Without Prejudice. It is based off of a UK version of the show, so it's the American version. And pretty much this is the episode, or at least this is part of the episode, final part. And in this show, right, there's a panel of people, and they award one of 5 contestants a chance to win money. I'm assuming this is life-changing money. I honestly have no idea, but it's a life-changing amount. Let's just assume. Let's assume 100K. All right. So they have a chance to give one of 5 people money for, I'm assuming, whatever reason, right? But anyhow, enough context. Let's get into the video.
I'm hearing a lot of negativity, so I'm just wondering, is there anyone that you saw that you liked?
I like Jack. He's a young guy. I can relate. We have like a lot of relations. The Michael, he seems like a cool guy. I don't know. He can't really dress, but other than that,
he didn't make an impression with me at all. Like, not a good or a bad. I don't even remember him.
Neutral. Okay,
Yeah.
JJ?
Michael's got a twinkle in his eye. He's a young man, and I'd have to see more, but he seemed very open.
Okay.
Okay, right off the bat, obviously, if we're looking at the 5 people we saw flash, we already know it's 4 guys, 1 girl. Hello guys, this is editor Stefan here to tell you some breaking news. I am very wrong about this video. I was very wrong when I told you it was 4 guys, 1 girl. It is actually, in fact, 2 girls, 3 guys. Now, this doesn't change anything about the video or the premise, but I fucked up. It is important to you guys to know that I can mess up. I am human. I am a human. And I want you not to forgive me, but to understand that this will happen again. Now back to the video. The 1 guy is black. There's 3 white guys, and then there's 1 girl who's not, I'm assuming white, but she could be any race. I honestly have no idea. But that's what we get off of first glance, right? I know nothing else about the person. I know no other details, no other factors. I just know there's 4 guys and there's 1 girl. I want to get detailed. There's 3 white guys, 1 girl of a race I don't know actually, and black guy. And anything else would just be conjecture. It would just be some bias in my head. But anyhow, it seems good so far with the first few people on the panel, right? Just talking, chatting, I'm assuming they had impressions of the guy beforehand. They talked to the guy, asked him questions. Normal stuff, right? Let's get into it.
Yeah.
I don't like Mike. Well, okay, I'm going to say that he's looks like he's native Texas, and being from Texas, I would have to support that. But I don't like him on the fact that he's black.
Hey, yo! What? First of all, this man's brown as hell. This man's brown as hell. And he's gonna say that. That is crazy to me. But let's keep going. I have thoughts, but let's keep going.
Absolutely not.
David?
please.
And I knew this was going to come. I don't like him because he's black.
Are you even serious
I
right
have a
now?
thing, I'm a minority, but I got a problem with
I was
black people.
gonna say,
I have
Hold on,
Polynesian-
hold on.
you're like a minority yourself.
Absolutely.
You're like,
we rode in yesterday.
Okay, so before we get into it, because that's a whole other part in itself, before we get into it, I am aware, I'm almost based this off experience. There was this one girl I was attempting to get with, to date, right? But before that, she made a comment where she said she didn't like Haitians, right? Now I'm Haitian. I'm not really a born in the country kind of Haitian, but I'm still Haitian. I still claim it, right? So I was aware of that going in, but that's not the point. The point of that story is a lot of people are gonna have prejudice. Oh, and she was a minority. That's the important part. She was a minority, and she said that. So, knowing that, I also know that there's a lot of minorities that also don't like black people, right? From Koreans to parts of the Latino community, right? Italians, even though they're white, but immigrants, right? Regardless, as a black man, I'm very I'm very aware of the different races that are not fucking with us, essentially. Even black people, to a certain extent, do not fuck with other black people. So this is not. It wasn't really surprising to me that this guy said what he said. I guess it was more surprising he said it on national TV. Think of the scope. This is on national TV, and my man was just so bold to say that. Okay, but anyhow, let's see what the fellow black man has to say about all this.
Together. So I'm to assume, based on what you just said, that you don't like me because I'm black?
I'm talking in a general sense here, but the fact is...
General sense, how much more general than you can be?
How much more general can you be?
Sitting in a car with somebody, you're riding in it, you said it, you opened it up.
Am I?
You did that.
Okay, let me tell you this.
You must be out of your...
It doesn't matter if we rode in or not. It doesn't matter. I don't know you from anybody, okay? We share the same
out of your mind to say
but you know
something
what?
like that.
My personal beliefs and my personal experience, I don't like them.
Your personal
I never have,
beliefs are gonna
and I never will.
What is
Never have, never will. And that's how some people are in America, right? You can't be friends with everybody. You can't make everybody happy. And I believe that's a true statement based off of that.
I never
have,
and I never will.
Never will. That's an attitude that you can't change. That's an unbendable attitude. That's an attitude you let sit alone and die alone. That's not an attitude you want to take to yourself. No, because that's an attitude that's just going to bring you misery. Let him be happy in his world. I mean, look at this man right now. Look how happy my guy is being him. Let him be him. Let him be him. Just let him say, just put that bullshit away from me. You bring it to me, then we got the issues. Then we have the problems. But you don't do that, we're good. We're Gucci. Stay in your little corner of the internet. But on national TV, come on, guy. He's bold. Hey, he's a bold man. I'll give him that.
Is it about black people that you don't like?
This ought to be good.
Yeah. I'm strapping in for this one.
Yeah, well, strap tight.
You might want to strap me in for this one.
Well, the thing is, based on the experience and the people I've worked with, where I come from, I'm sick and tired of people thinking, specifically I am mentioning black people, thinking we owe them something, that the world owes them something. I'm totally opposed to affirmative action.
Where are you from?
I don't want people to give me a job just because I'm brown. I want people to know that I have the credentials. Polynesians don't have a BET. We don't get all pissed off when we don't have an NAACP that comes and...
And whose fault is that?
You don't know that this
Who's that?
First off, I just want to know where you're from.
I grew up on the islands,
Where?
overseas.
Overseas, and there's no black people over there?
Where overseas? Like what islands? What are you talking
Near the
about?
Hawaiian Islands.
The Polynesian Islands.
I'm a
is.
Polynesian, yes.
When did you come to America?
And I live in the South. There are plenty of black people there, and I had quite the opportunity to be able to work with these people. And you know what? No, I won't.
That is so and ill-informed and so stupid, even if you didn't believe it. Do you think I'm going to stand up here and say I'm not going to give some money to somebody because they're white?
Okay, so that's a lot to unpack right there. The only statement that he said that I can understand is, I don't want to be hired because I'm brown. I want to be hired because of my credentials. That's the only statement out of the drivel that he said that I believe, and I agree with completely. You should always look at someone's credentials, what they can do, like, you know, who they are as a person, not just the color of their skin. You know what I'm saying? You should look at every other thing as well. You know, the color of their skin is like the least important thing. That doesn't matter at all. Their gender, that doesn't matter at all. What matters is what they can do, how they do it, their credentials, education, history, life, you know, all that stuff. So I agree with that statement. Now everything else he said, yeah, it's ignorance. It's being unaware of the things that black people had to do in order to protect themselves in a country that was systematically trying to destroy them. The NAACP needed to be there. BET, I guess for media representation, yeah, it did have to be there, even though it has devolved into, you know, when I was watching it, it has devolved into some degeneracy, I would say, right? But it is necessary for media representation, and it got a lot of black people where they needed to be in media. And I'm talking from like actors to cameramen to directors. I'm talking all of that. Boom mic operators, the whole 9 yards. That's what I'm saying. So it is ignorance on his part as well. And just the fact that, I mean, he's Hawaiian, but just the fact that he's, you know, I understand that, yeah, if his experiences, his life, and, you know, maybe his trauma, he has a special hatred for black people, and that's why he can't be unshaken. I get that. But if you're going to tell me that every single black person in your life was horrible, every single one, all, like, even this man who gave you a ride, who didn't have to give you shit, he gave you a ride just to be nice, you still don't like him, fuck him because of your past. And I get it, the past could be traumatizing for a lot of people, but the past is the future. The past obviously influences the future, but your future is your future. It's what you make it. So, very sad.
I mean, you know, some things are better left unsaid.
That would be your choice.
Rather than have people really realize what an idiot you are. Now, I know, I mean, you are. That is just the most stupid thing. You know, and we, you know, we meet in the car and we say, hey, we're going to be friends after this. Don't take anything personally. I do take that personally. I do think it's offensive. I mean, the only way that we're going to survive as a people is that we work together and we understand that if there's one person that's oppressed, if there's one person that's a judge, and I don't mean as a people as black people, I mean as a people who live here on this earth. If there's one
And to finish on his note, if there's one people that are oppressed, we're all oppressed. The human race. And as an individualist, I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. So that was that video. I really wanted to show that. It was very, very, very interesting. I did do my research afterwards, and obviously this was the only episode. The only episode without prejudice. I know it says 3 episodes, but that's just the pilot, episode 1.1 and episode 1.7, which I don't know why it's numbered like that, but that's just, they're all just the same thing. So the original show only lasted about 2 months, it seems, from 7/17/07 to 9/16/07. Also short-lived, but it looks like the prize money was 25K. So yeah, definitely life-changing money. So that was it. That was my take on something very well, very expected in America. Sad, but expected. And I hope one day things will change. But until then, thank you for watching me, thank you for enjoying, and I will see you on the next one. Shining out.